Stories told of these two young men who were brought together when they attended college. One was named Jeff. Jeff was a devout young Christian. He had to make a decision whether to attend the local university or go to the Christian college that was quite a piece away from home. He believed that it was the Lord's will for him to attend the local university instead of the Christian college many of his friends went to. It meant knowing that he might even be ridiculed for his faith at the local university. Well, he was assigned a roommate named Timothy. Timothy was a worldly young man whose main interest in life was living life to the fullest, no matter what. And often Tim and his friends would make fun of Jeff. Imagine how uncomfortable it was living with a saint for Tim. Jeff was noted for his punctuality. He always kept his appointments. He did his work. And all of this got under his roommate's skin because he was known for being late to everything, for never doing his work. One afternoon, Tim came back to the room after class, and he found Jeff lying on the floor. He called 911. They rushed Jeff to the emergency room of the local hospital, but it was too late. Jeff had suffered a massive heart attack. His family held a memorial. They received friends before the funeral. Tim and some of his buddies showed up. And they noticed a very special floral arrangement. The arrangement included a telephone receiver that was dangling from the body of the telephone. The ribbon on the spray read, "Jesus called, Jeff answered." Jesus called, Jeff answered. Tim overheard two of Jeff's aunts talking about Jeff. The aunt he first heard said how glad Jeff would to be in the presence of Jesus, to see him face to face. The other aunt said, "But I bet Jesus was happy to see Jeff too." Those words, overheard by Tim, began to work in his life. Later that night, he couldn't sleep as those words kept going through his mind. Jesus called, Jeff answered. Tim noticed Jeff's Bible on his desk. He had planned to get it back to Jeff's parents. He opened the Bible. He read Hebrews 9:27, where it says, "It is appointed unto man once to die." He stopped reading right there because underneath that, Jeff had written these words: "We must keep our appointment with God." This was too much for Tim. He knelt by his bunk bed in the dorm that night. He gave his life to Jesus Christ. See, Jeff's Savior became Tim's Savior too. And Tim always kept his appointments. He began being on time and doing his work at school. He knew that someday, in God's timing, he would see Jeff again and he would see his Savior face to face. Jeff answered. Why? Because Jesus called. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't answer. A lot of people never answer the call. A lot have taken the phone off the hook. And that's sad because everyone is invited to the banquet. Some, sadly, will refuse to attend.